Okay, everybody take 4 cards and welcome to the show, bitches. I have no idea what Pete's doing.
Talking to Linda because she just got home. She's reminding me that it's daylight savings tonight, so I'm going to lose an hour, and that we're going out to see a movie tomorrow, so I'll eat an hour less sleep than I normally would.
Tell her sleep is for the weak.
Yes.
Sleeps for dreamers.
I see the dog, yes.
Yes.
I feel so bad for you, Pete, with that fucking dog. A Silence of the Lambs type dog mask over it. I was worried Pete had some new side screen or some shit, you know. It's like, wow, I want my audience to see me in profile more often so I can use my special deerstalker cap and pipe. Does anybody have any red shit in their cards, or shall we begin?
No red.
No?
Nope.
Okay, cool. You guys are all sitting around the white, or if you prefer, black dove, eating food, listening to the noises of construction. It's still going on. You're getting a lot for your 10 grand, apparently. The foreman's doing a phenomenal job, like almost as though he is being paid well and wants to make sure everything goes on well. He doesn't serve food or anything. The only person you've got to serve food, you really kind of don't want to serve food because they'll bring a tray of food, but due to the dog constantly going and him just fucking rattling around, half of the drinks are slopped into the food and stuff, so it's kind of floating in it. So it's best to make it self-serve, and he just kind of wanders around aimlessly with the dog constantly growling and tugging on his pants. And there's a quick cut scene of one of the workmen, and it shows his back to the camera, and he's obviously masturbating, and he keeps glancing over at something off camera, which looks to be, hold on a second. It appears that it is something is throwing him off of his timing, if you will, and it eventually shows this.
Another one.
Looking at him in a super creepy fashion. The guy's like, and eventually he just gives up and he collects it under one arm, brings it to George Foreman, and goes, why? And so George brings it in, George Lee Foreman, and he goes, we found
Another
this. And he sets it's about a meter high for those of you, or no, sorry, a third of a meter high, about 30 centimeters. It's about a foot high, basically. And he sets it down in front of you guys on a table. Shows mashed potatoes under it. And he goes, they seem to be disturbing the workmen, Mr. McKay.
Yeah, well, that's the fourth one I know of, unless you're aware of any others.
We'll keep an eye out, sir. Shall I bring them to you when we find them?
Yes.
All right. He goes back to directing people.
All right. Yeah, these gnomes started popping up. They're quite disturbing. Have you guys encountered these garden gnomes before?
No.
What?
The garden gnome. They're very intricate magic. They're powered by something actually more than magic, from what I've been able to work out by studying them.
Ah.
They're like there's some entities created them and using them to observe, and It's like the drumbeat of the universe.
Hmm.
Whatever's created, it makes the colors look like ants. The
Oh,
level of sophistication involved in the creation of these gnomes. They're quite
that's
disturbing.
that's great news.
And
Yeah,
apparently
so
they like to watch people masturbate, so it's even better.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're not just appearing here; they're appearing in other realms, watching us.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's linked to where you dropped White off and the entity you encountered there, or something else again. But as I said, yeah, they're at a higher, very high sophisticated level. And from all intents and purposes, they just look like ceramic garden gnomes. But if you look at them with some glasses and do some analysis on them, yeah, you may be quite disturbed.
And they are appearing where we are.
Yeah. So one appeared in in Beastkin in the embassy.
Mhm.
One appeared in a house across from Clem's in Kinleyville,
Mm.
or a shop across from Clem's in Kinleyville. And the first one we saw appeared here. And I picked him up and put him out on the stage and came back here. And as we were talking, I was with Rock and a new guy, Sean. Could hear tiny feet.
Oh.
And then, yeah, but we've not been able to get them to talk. We've not been able to get them to do anything when we're watching them. It's like they're a particular quantum state or something. I don't know. As I said, they are very sophisticated.
Did you try to break them, like physically?
See, I said that. What did I said? I said to Rock, if
I
Mildred
put
was
another
here,
card in your hand for you as soon as she said that, because that's exactly what you said when she wasn't around. If the woman with no name was here.
yes. No, we haven't tried breaking them because I don't want to break them.
Just as an experiment, when we have multiple of them.
Yeah, but well, I wouldn't. If you guys want to check them out closely, especially now that we've got 3 of them are here. We get one. Rock gave the first one we got to Alex Kinley Jr. And Alex Kinley Jr. was hugging it and stuff, and didn't seem to affect the object in any way.
Everybody who isn't Dr. Fulton, give me a spot hidden roll at -30, please.
Yep.
Doc Fulton, you see behind his sunglasses, people move around, you can kind of see his eyes are no longer white.
Interesting.
Everybody at once looks at Fulton and goes, "Oh."
Do they look normal or do they look a different color?
They look normal. Doc Fulton, please make a note that your white eyes and matrix power granted by the white eyes is not active currently.
Okay.
You still have the skill, so if you ever regain that matrix power in specific, you'll still have that skill. You don't have to start over on building it up.
Okay.
Doc, your eyes look normal.
Kind of feel that way too.
I was just imagining Yana briefing the others on what Pete had just said. Yeah. There are these things, we should break them. She's consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Brown, because of him being in the water, appears to have changed his associations, and Rock has pretty much became a deep one.
Okay.
So, well, we were saying Aquaman, but it's not Aquaman from the movies. It's Aquaman with the Innsmouth look. And we don't know if he can control fish or anything like that, but yeah. And we're public enemy number 2, 3, 4, and 5 in Red Carpet.
Great.
Hooray!
So yeah, they got our pictures plastered everywhere and rewards out for us, and with our actual names and whatnot.
Cool.
Well, I have a name.
Yeah, well, your stage name you've been under. It was Mildred Bumgardner, aka Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Do you know who Harley Quinn is, Yana?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
and I was the Joker. Doc was Nightwing. And Glenn is still wanted as the Riddler
Hmm.
for some bizarre reason. So yes,
Okay.
Red Carpet is very hot for us at the moment. So yes.
So everything is going great.
Oh yeah, swimmingly well. I've recruited some Australian teachers for Beast Kinland, so
Good.
from Kinleyville,
Mm.
since that they're aware of gates and travelling and stuff. I thought that might be a good location to recruit some people from.
Yeah.
I
There
like
might
it.
be a few of them stuck from being in low fantasy MMO land, bored being farmers, wanting something a bit upmarket. So, excuse me. So if these realms are like shadows,
The shadow.
whether or not the shadow knows exactly, then potentially, well, there was two thoughts I had. One was, does that mean that there's a red carpet out there that hasn't become Gotham?
Mm-hmm.
Because Batman was actually killed in the Farrakis when Rock and Glenn and Dana attacked them. And more so, is there another white out there?
Oh.
Ooh.
Or are the entities, the color entities, unique?
Huh. Mm.
Because we know of, because the other what led to that thinking was that we've got we know of two Princess Dannys.
Yeah.
So what happened to the daughter of the Beastkin Princess Danny
Oh.
and Alex? What happened to that daughter?
So. Mm. Mm.
Alex Kinley. His semen is extra heroically potent. No egg stands a chance at resisting it.
And should that daughter be merged with the other two?
Mm. But if it's like shadows, there can be like infinite numbers
Yeah,
of
well,
realities.
yes, exactly. And that was part of the dilemma I had, is that if there's infinite possibility, well, I mean, that's the whole quantum thing. There's infinite possibilities, so there's infinite shadows. But are there particular ones which are more dominant or more? Because that's the other side of it. Are we unique, or are there more versions of us out there?
What if I have infinite number of children now?
Well, exactly. Well, no. Well, that's the thing. I mean, but there'd be lots of shadows out there. There'd be lots of shadows out there where you didn't have a child.
Ooh, I want to go there. Let's go there. That's a good idea.
Well, they would, but then it's that whole thing of how unique are we?
Yeah.
If we're a fairly unique condition, then maybe there's only particular shadows due to the particular ones we've actually touched or influenced, and maybe some around them that are affected by us. I mean, using the Beastkin Genovia as well, that's the one we know of where the human Genovia reflected what happened in the Beastkin Genovia,
Mm.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
So,
But like, how could we like? But it's just a coincidence that we know where the gates are to both
yes,
Novias. So like
yes.
we can't. I would like to figure out how to like travel between the versions, but we don't know
Yeah.
yet.
Woman with no name. The creepy gnome almost seems to be trying to stare down your shirt because of his angle and stuff.
Go away or I will break you.
It's just standing there on top of a plate with mashed potatoes on it, possibly squishing between its toes or under its shoes where it was left before you guys started talking about things.
Can I like move it so it looks to the wall?
Or you can try to make it look down somebody else's shirt, however you want to do it.
Maybe some of the mash that it stood in, you apply it to its face.
Interesting.
Would you like to play with the mashed potatoes, Yana?
Yes, that sounds like something I would do.
All right, no problem. It's now got mashed potato goggles. They're like beer goggles, but thicker. Everybody looks equally good or bad through mashed potato goggles.
But yeah, so do we attempt to see if we can work out a way of getting to these other places, or?
Yeah, but where do you start?
Well, exactly. That's the part of the dilemma.
Oh, Yana, could you give me your mashed potato sculpting roll to make the goggles look good, please?
Okay, that's a skill I surely will have now.
Oh, I was thinking a new fun skill for you.
Unfortunately.
So, Doc, Route 66, the pattern at the end of Route 66, I can't recall. Could that take you to anywhere you know of or anywhere you've been?
Anywhere you've been.
Okay, so it can't take you somewhere you haven't been, but you believe exists.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can try to research in the library.
Yes.
But
What are your thoughts on this, Doc?
Not yet. I'm still booting up.
Okay.
Honest and valid.
Fair enough. Still processing.
Although some of the facial expressions you managed to get out of him from his briefing would make excellent postcards.
So I don't know whether or not you guys want to check out the gnomes and see if you can see anything I haven't seen first.
Sure. I'll use the glasses and I'll give it a look.
Did you want to use my glasses, Mildred?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, both of you guys mark off a charge from whichever glass. Well, in Yana's case, Pete, mark off charge from your glasses. Chris, mark a charge from your glasses. Both of you give me at Analyze Magic at -60. This is almost impossible. You have no idea how Pete did it.
That's impossible for me.
Well, you could do it at a quarter also. So just roll super low, Yana. Better than your mashed potato sculptures, and then we'll figure it out if it's super, super low.
And
do you guys have skill plus cards at all?
Yeah, I've got a skill +5, and Mildred, my glasses give +10 to analyze magic.
Yeah.
Even at a +50, I don't think a 90 is going to hit it for her.
No.
All right, just play it, and I'm going to have you play an assistant 5, so at least I have another 10.
Yeah. Mine's a skill 5, so yeah.
Okay, so just toss it up there.
Yeah.
And boop. Nope.
Ooh.
Fumble.
Fumble. Okay. These appear to be just regular, everyday garden gnomes.
You guys are
They're not
insane.
especially well painted. They're not magical in any way. They're just normal, everyday garden gnomes that further illustrate the insanity of the shotgun Joker.
You guys are crazy. I'm gonna go up in my room. I'll be painting. Let me know when you know.
Oh, and the gnomes don't match the gnomes that are for sale at the gnome depot.
You could have your paints and stuff brought in here so that you can like listen to the others talk and whatnot.
Okay.
You're sure that Stanley would be happy to bring them in, or if you'd like them to survive, you could go get them and bring them back.
All right, I'll do that.
Yes, that reminds me. I need to practice my violin.
All right, no problem.
Holy
Yana,
shit, I got it.
Oh my God. You're watching somebody paint
It's a
while
crit.
somebody else crits on their violin. You are in art heaven. If you are into the arts and stuff, it's like, and he's painting to music and stuff. And it's like musically doing what he's seeing in the painting, and it brings you to a new spiritual ecstasy that makes you want to stab somebody and flay their skin off and stretch it on a rock.
Yes.
Just a happy little demon here. A happy little demon.
So there you go.
Oh, Brock broke the guy that does the tattoos.
Oh, how come?
Well, the guy tried to do a tattoo on Rock and didn't do a very good job of it. So we went and got it. We went and visited Alex Jr. and Alex Jr. hugged Rock and that caused the tattoo to disappear as we hoped it would. So we went back the next day and the guy tried again and it somehow ended up on the guy's face.
Oh
my God.
And so he said, "Nope, that's it, you're cursed, no more."
Great.
So poor Rock, not only now he's starting to look like a deep one, but he doesn't have he can't get a spirit pentagram.
That's just
So
he deserves it. So
at least he can wander around red carpet without too much.
Yeah.
You mean hop, shuffle around red carpet, right?
Shuffle around, yes.
While croaking occasionally.
Yeah. I think he needs to hope that Alex turns up and can make him some prosthetics or something.
You guys have a detailed conversation about Alex, which shows him off camera masturbating and listening to the conversation. They like me. They like me. So, yeah.
Oh, just as an aside, I have a sweetness and light. So if anybody can think of a place where that would be useful to play, to have something nice for us, let me know.
The gnome continues trying to stare through its mashed potato goggles to no avail.
I really think we should break at least one of them. Just to try what happens. We have 3 of them.
Well, but they don't look very happy at the moment. I don't know how they're going to be if you try and break one of them.
So we still have that one in the room, right? As while we're talking, correct?
It's got the mashed potato goggles on, yes.
All right. I cleaned it off. I cleaned it up, and I put it behind something, and then I continue, but not so it's direct. So if it animated while we couldn't see it, it can't run, but it would have to run past us to get to the door.
Okay.
I just want to see if it creeps while we're. I want to see if it moves while we can't see it. Is what it comes down to.
I see. Well, you don't know because you can't see it.
Well, I know, but I mean, if it's not in the same place, dickhead.
No. Okay.
Yes.
You play a very strange game of hide and seek with your gnome. I'll hide you here and seek you later. Gnome's like, oh god.
I look around the corner right quick from like where it's at to see if it moved or not.
It did. Give me a very small sandy roll as it's now doing this.
So
Okay.
it actually changed what it looked like?
Well, no, it's the gesture is what I was going for there.
Okay. That's the second one we've got doing the finger up. We've got another one of the gnomes doing that. Yeah, that's the thing about it. They seem to be awfully rude garden gnomes.
Mm.
Well, think about it. You guys talked about killing it and smashing it and defacing it. So if it's an animated thing, or if it has intelligence, of course it's going to be angry.
No, they've always been angry. That's what I mean. They've never not been angry. They've always appeared looking angry, even before. And we've tried to talk to them and treat them nicely and stuff, and not talk about smashing them. They've always appeared angry for some reason.
But if they've already heard someone call, okay.
No, I had that conversation when the gnome was out on the stage in a different area of the place.
Okay.
But it appeared angry before we even talked about smashing and stuff like that. But yes.
The sounds of work and whatnot still continue, as well as sweeping, cleaning, and whatnot. You guys are well fed, well rested. The workmen are doing okay. One of them comes in, looks around. He looks like he's a little bit drunk, and he goes, "Yeah, my buddy, I need to take out today."
No, that's all good. He's having a day off.
He says and staggers back out.
I had him take the first garden gnome out of, basically keep the garden gnome with him, and he went down to the pub the other day so that we could do some stuff without the garden gnome around.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, as it, and the garden gnome was angry before we did any of that. So whether or not the garden gnomes have got some sort of time space sight and know that we're going to do stuff to them, so they're angry because of that, I don't know. But
maybe they were traumatized when they were a kid or something.
Maybe that could be what it is as well.
Nice.
Alex's daughter, where did you find her? Where did you meet her? Or did she come to you?
I don't remember.
I'm giving her a card for this. There you go.
I think my daughter knew where she is or something.
What, did she take you there, or?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Was it in Melwicks, or?
Best to keep any vital information away from the two guys who like solving vital information, Yana. Well done.
Oh, I thought Doc was with her at the time.
Yeah.
Actually.
He's still booting up right now. He's like IO error. Doc doesn't get clever until later in the day. You know that. He stares at you. I'm painting. Are you? What was the subject of your painting, by the way, Doc? Okay, right now it looks like a study in contrast and light. And
Okay.
maybe shadow, as he's painting modern art. He'll probably sell for tens of dollars somewhere. There appears to be absolutely nothing trying to get your attention in this current place that you're at. The workmen are working. You can hear horses and stuff going by with their very distinctive dunk, 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 dunk noise from the clip clopping of things and wagons and whatnot being hauled around. Life is going on outside of things as you guys sit in the room staring at each other and wondering if the gnome is going to make a break from it behind the chair that Doc left him at some point. And
I'll look again.
it's standing there.
I think we found both of the daughters here, actually.
What, in
Spell
the
helper. Oh, shit.
Is that a crit?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Hey, Pete, if you ever need it, they have this throat spray that has like a straw in the end, and you spray it, and it hits the back of your throat directly.
Yes, it is. That's a crit on meta.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I had some cough medicine just before we started.
Yes, but this is extra cool because it sprays the throat. Let's see. Damaging spell is next up. I will copy paste, then read it for the studio audience. Yep. Congratulations, Chris. And let's see. Damaging spell, casting time, free action part of casting another spell, range self, duration instant, magic point cost 2. Damaging spells are bumped up one place on the old damage track. So you need to cast a damaging spell in order to practice this one. And to cast a damaging spell, you'll need a target. And for a target, you have the other PCs. Oh, I mean, or the gnome, of course. But the air PCs are better.
Interesting.
So
Occurs to me I don't have a single spell that does damage.
Yeah, me neither.
Nice. Well, you've got something new you can try to get.
I need clutch really bad.
We all need clutch. Such a fun spell. Yana would love that spell. Oh, horribly sandy draining, but what a fun resolution that spell has.
Oh, so it's like martial arts for spells.
Yeah.
The meta, yeah, they do their enhancements. Different types of enhancements.
All right, and now I will cast Nullify Invisible. 2 goes off.
The magic point. Oh, yeah, you got 20 essence or something crazy like that.
Yep.
But after just a couple attempts, you're below the minimum, so... Well, actually, after one attempt, because you blow 8 magic points, and then it's like, wah, wah.
10. Yeah, that would make me pass out, so never mind.
Super hard tree to practice. Unless, of course, you're... Well, no. I forget who has that as the Route 66 tree.
Mine's negation.
Cool. So you guys are just sitting there. It just shows this. It shows the shadow on the floor move slightly as the sun moves in its course across the sky. It does a lot of cut twos of like horses shitting for some reason all over the city. It just cuts to, cut to, cut to.
One sec. I've got a dog that the door mustn't be open enough for it to get out.
This is why I don't own pets. The amount of your life you spend fucking with them.
Yeah, no.
No.
I can barely take care of myself.
Oh, fuck. Oh, so we just followed the connection is what we did to get Alex's daughter, didn't we?
Yeah. I don't think, yeah.
which is why it was so easy to find, because we just followed the line.
You can
So it
tell
was
right when Chris's memory comes back online, can't you?
it was in Red Carpet, wasn't it? Then.
No, that was your daughter that we found in Red Carpet. The other one was in Genovia? Yeah, was being guarded in a warehouse with guard.
Yeah.
So, and we used the thing. I pop a charge on the thing and I look at Mildred to see if they're on the glasses and see if there's the tenuous connection is still there or if it's changed or what's going on.
Excellent. It is gone. Gone. Just all gone. Gone. It looks like her motherhood instincts have finally managed to quash the last of the connection.
I'm free.
Postpartum depression for the win.
Okay. Gone.
Totally. Like it was never there.
I think, but that can be just because they are in the lighthouse now and it's somewhere else from here. So it just doesn't connect.
You know, the same reason everybody's losing their connection to white.
Yeah.
Unless, because she's been there for a while, and I know time is different there than it is here. I wonder, like, they might have started teaching her things, and maybe instead of just being like an AI of white, or being an entity of some kind, maybe she like ended up walking pattern and then becoming real. Again, more real than she was.
Oh, no.
More real than being two biological children merged together.
Yeah. Well, because first it came from the replicant that turned real because of white. And then white remerged together again, becoming some kind of different entity. And then in Amber, maybe because I dropped her off there, she was being taken care of by an Amberite, and then potential was seen, walked pattern, became something different again. Since it was she's powerful enough to have done so. Yeah. Because I don't see her walking. I don't see her doing chaos and pattern. That's rough. It's usually one or the other. So that's probably what happened.
Doesn't she have to be blooded or something to be able to walk the pattern?
What do you mean blooded?
Isn't it only particular bloodline can do it?
No, because if you walked the pattern at the end of 66 and then teleported somewhere, you've walked pattern.
Okay.
But, like, if you bring the pattern into yourself type thing and become basically kind of like an entity of Amber, and since she is trying to be pure, I could see that. Because that would help in the fight versus chaos. And for all we know, Zog could be actually a prince of the court of chaos.
Zog being chaos, whereas, because of what he's all about, destruction and...
Right, which is what makes sense. Shit, that sword might, in that case, if that's true, then the sword that Alex Kinley has, maybe it's like a pattern sword, because I've not analyzed it before. And I know a pattern sword will kill chaos rather easily. Yeah. I've expended my battery for now.
I suppose the question about it is then, is there anything more we need to do to help things along in the direction we want things to go?
Well, I think at this point, I think that we are still low on the radar. We're there now. Like, we've become a blip. They know we're out there, but we're not where we need to be to have an effect on everything else yet. We have to become more than what we are already. And we probably have to start like figuring out what's up with these realms a little bit more instead of dealing with, like, individual threats constantly, we need to look on a grander scale.
Yeah.
Unless that's what you want to do, is do the little things, but I'd rather not. I'd rather go to the bigger stuff.
Working out what all this shit's going on.
But I mean, I know that sometimes you just need to do the little things that make
yeah.
it big too.
Sometimes little things add up to big things.
Okay, I got a couple cards I got to deal with here.
Well, yes, you do.
Everybody does. Yeah, fuck your life.
That's awful.
Do you have any crap cards, Yana?
Yeah. I have jump plus 20, armor piercer, and skill 5, and then clogging grid.
Okay. How about I give you round revision?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if we'll get into combat today or not, but
Yeah.
And did you want a writing skill plus 20 card over some of the other stuff you've got?
Huh.
I don't have like any particular writing skills I want to.
Yep, that's all right.
But what about your mashed potato sculpting, Yana? You must build and grow this skill.
I know.
Eventually, you can sit there with a plate of mashed potatoes, making a mountain thing, going, "This is important. This means."
Alcohol tolerance is a writing skill.
Oh dear. Okay, I take it.
He has a good point there, Yana. You need to build that shit badly. Although now Alex has become pretty much immune to poisons from that fucking skill.
All right, I'll play I Can Drive That Tanker.
Can you say it in a more Australian accent, Pete?
I can drive that tanker.
Better.
All right. Because my buggy skill is actually at 49%, so it just slides in.
Okay.
Always good when it just slides in.
Oh, yeah. And now it's right on.
Well rolled. You slid it up to the 50% perfectly.
Yeah.
Thus making you impervious from that card in the future.
That's right.
Well done, you.
I shake my fist at it. All right.
You guys can smell paint as they're beginning to paint some of the parts of the place. Does anybody have interior decoration skill?
No.
Of course. Doesn't everybody?
I don't know. Do they? Give me a roll on it. Let's see if you can design this place to look good or however the workmen think it should.
However the workmen think it should.
Okay, great.
That's why I'm paying him lots of money.
Yep.
Oh. No.
Did Yana make it?
No.
Wow, your stats are low.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Yana.
All right. So we reckon that could get us to other places. I'm assuming, well, because your eyes aren't even white anymore, I'm assuming you probably couldn't even try and get in contact with Janice, could you?
Does he still have the tattoos on his hands?
No, he does not. Well spotted, Yana. He appears to be just a normal dude. Although he is a doctor, so he's probably got stethoscopes sticking in his ears and shit, just sitting around. Hmm? Are you a doctor? Why, yes, I am.
And how did you know?
Ooh, what a giveaway.
This is obviously the thinking portion of the event where the players sit quietly and think.
Yes, it doesn't make exciting listening viewing, but yes.
Yeah, all the silence parts I'm gonna fucking cut out later and shit. Hopefully,
Good.
well, some of them.
I'm gonna go try and see if I can get into the library.
No problem. You walk over to the big ass picture, preparing to trap yourself in there for an eternity of pain and suffering until you die.
Yay!
You hear
It
yay,
worked.
and then it stops midway through, and it appears that he's gone.
I'll go follow him so we can continue talking about what we're doing.
Yana, do you want to go too?
When they leave, I look at the gnome.
All right, you go over and check out the gnome. It's behind the chair.
I try to poke it.
It feels like poking ceramic, like cheap ceramic gnome. It doesn't really feel that heavy. It's not like a fucking stone thing or whatever. It shows the gnome's eyes in a close-up and maybe looking a bit nervous because it's been left alone with you as you're sitting there going, it wobbles slightly. It looks like it'd be super easy to push over and it may even crack or break when it does so.
I take the gnome and like put it in the air.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
No, it's just like handling a normal ceramic garden gnome thing. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't kick and struggle, which does disappoint you on a very visceral level. It's about 30 centimeters tall, just so you're aware.
Okay.
And that means that the ground is many body lengths away from it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I try it, yeah. Why not?
What do you try? Are you just dropping it or?
Yeah.
It goes and breaks on the ground. Give me a spot hidden at a quarter, Yana.
Okay.
Just Yana. Only Yana. Blow that roll.
Not at quarter.
Cool. It's broken now. Shit, the others may notice.
I don't care.
Okay.
I go to the library.
Excellent. Are you able to go in and out yet? Have you done it on your own before?
Yeah.
Cool. Then essence times 5 to get in.
Yeah. Yes.
Bing. You're all in the library. It shows you guys like the before scene. It shows you like in 3 chairs, kind of roughly in a triangle, kind of facing each other with like a table in the middle. It shows you guys in the library in 3 older chairs, all kind of facing each other with a different table in the middle and surrounded by books. Exact same. Everybody's got the exact same seats and whatnot.
I'm looking around to see if I can see any gnomes.
No, zero gnomes are in here currently.
Yes.
Currently. Oh, both everybody who's not the woman with no name can give me a empathy roll. Make it kind of low. She's an actress. On the woman with no name.
Quarter.
She's a really bad actress.
Yes. Yes, she is. Both you guys look at her and
way over 60.
She's done something. Something. She's done something.
How are you?
Good. What have you done?
Nothing.
Looking awful guilty currently.
I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised that the workman didn't run away today.
Oh, yeah. True.
I light a candle. I extinguish it. It works.
Excuse me.
As you continue working on your dreams of becoming a sword-fighting martial artist fencer, This is always Chris's dreams in every game, so yes.
It just happens. Because you need that shit after a while. Ladakh was a complete fucking non-com, and then
Stuff happened.
lots of stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stepping up fucking combat monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's bad when you've got non-com and everybody's a combat monkey is like, I'm afraid. And the non-com's like, Jesus, give me a gun, somebody.
Yes. All right.
You guys go for quiet time in the library. There's some interesting books in the library, which Pete already knows about, so I'll read off some of the other ones. The book titles include such classics as I, Gollum, The 13 Habits of Highly Effective Necromancers, Are You My Mummy? A Guide to Choosing Your Undead Servants, The Wind in the Will-O-Wisps, Do Golems Dream of Awakened Sheep? The Little Elder Brain That Could, Speaker with the Dead, Great Divinations, Star Lores, 50 Shades of Fey, which appears to have been read, One Lich, Two Lich, Red Lich, Blue Lich, Ready Mind Flayer 1, The Left Hand Cast Darkness. Sorry, I don't have any cool Czech titles that I was able to make into something else. My Czech language skills are rather non-existent.
Very disappointed.
I know.
And there was also the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Multiverse.
Yes, but you've got that, so it's not there.
Well, it is there. It's just right there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Multiverse. It appears that the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Multiverse has no fucking dust on it whatsoever. Like, this has been read recently. The others all have dust. Well, except for 50 Shades of Fey, because...
All right.
It's read by women who later find a lot of disappointment in real-life men.
What I want to know is like, okay, I think I was just about to ask say something, and then kind of crazy English back there.
Chris said crazy Englishman back there. They really want in.
Excuse me, thank you.
And this is where we get to see Logan assassinated live on streaming.
Is it for me?
Yeah, I guess so.
Really?
Yeah. You want the hardware?
Ooh, that was goddamn quick.
What was it you were wondering, Doc?
Fun storming the castle, boys and girls.
Oh.
This is the reason I got this. Well, I've got some other shit coming. It's when I go to Italy, if I end up gaming, I don't want to take the hard drive that has already got the first 3 seasons of this game on it, because I don't want, like, if somebody steals it or something, I don't want to lose all that shit and have to do it again. So I'm taking this one in case we end up playing one in Italy, and then I can put the shit onto this, because 3 episodes takes up about 100 gig.
Okay.
A freakish amount of space. Yellow.
So, yellow.
So I can tell it apart from the others.
So what was it you were pondering, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Welcome to Quiet Time in the Library.
so So Zog is running around with dinosaurs at this point. Where the fuck is he getting dinosaurs from if we've been to most of the places and he has dinosaurs?
Mm-hmm.
So that, once again, I think reinforces that he could be a Prince of Chaos because maybe he walks shadow to get to a place that has dinosaurs, and then he's bringing them through gates to different places.
Yep.
But he's
Yeah,
only
he's,
brought him to like Burlington so far, and I think it's because Burlington's easiest to get through since there's so much reality warping around the edges.
Yeah, and also, presumably his forces aren't big enough to be able to go to a realm that is a whole world. And if he was to go there, well, he would cause lots of chaos. His forces would be wiped out, and he'd be the only one remaining.
And on the same note as that is creating a bubble reality is rough. So is Max Bailey actually an Amberite and he was living here?
So you're thinking the lightning, it wasn't the lightning, but he always had that ability and he was in hiding or...
Yeah, because they don't always chill at, Castle
didn't
Amber.
didn't want to play the game, so he was...
Yeah, he was just chilling out here. Maybe he had Ollie, and that's why he took time away from there, which is why they were out here for a while.
Yeah, maybe. Bringing up his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, where has he gone, and can we find him, and do we want to find him?
Hell, if that's a valid point, maybe he did go back to Amber, and maybe he is with Mildred's daughter at this point.
Maybe.
Oh, I think did we lose Logan?
No. Interesting. It appears, but why is the connection still going?
I don't know. Maybe we just lose video.
Oh no, he's still there in the background. He just doesn't have video. Maybe he's turned his video off. Because there's sound coming through from there.
Huh.
The neighbor who we found, his mind had been... memories had been manipulated before we got attacked by the Oni.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, must make new Google Hangouts.
Hold on, does this work?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Logan's an idiot. Sorry. Yay! My computer, I was trying too many things with my computer. Sorry, don't need to make new Google Hangouts. Please continue Smart Talk.
All right. Yeah, so there was the guy that, can't think his surname, that had his memories tampered with, that couldn't recall the events around Bailey. He could recall stuff, but it was almost like he could recall what people wanted him to recall, not the whole picture. I don't know of any way we'd be able to find everything out, find out what really happened from him.